Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Welcome back. I should say to myself, hope all y'all had a great day today. Good Friday. Got to watch some basketball, enjoy the family and loved ones. Before we get started, I just want to say that I've been missing in action. I know I had a family, not emergency, but urgency. I put it that way. And all's well. Everybody on the home front is good. So I just want to let y'all know that too. Everybody's well. Just had to get a little bit of us time, me and the wifey, and things of that nature. But anyway, I just want to give my condolences to the legend Jim Brown. Uh, he passed away today. Sorry about that. He passed away today, so I'm going to give him his just due. And he was a pioneer. I mean, he was an activist, an actor, and I did have I found here it is an article from. Let me see where it's from now. It says the Associated Press. It's from the Associated Press. Um, Jim Brown was one of the greatest players in NFL history, who retired at the peak of his playing career, pursued acting, and remained a public figure. And due to his off-field transgressions that included allegations of violence against women as he died. This is a spokeswoman for Brown family said he died peacefully in his Los Angeles home on Thursday night with his wife Monique beside him. The two worlds. He was an activist, actor, football star. Monique Brown wrote in her Instagram post. Sorry about that. To our family, we have we, he was love. He was a loving father, a loving husband, a loving grandfather. Our hearts are broken. One of football's first superstars, Jim Brown, he was that. Was a wrecking ball while leading the league in rushing for 8 of his 9 seasons with the Cleveland Browns. He never missed a game, played in 118 straight before suddenly retiring in 1965 after being named most valuable player. So, then you have it. Jim Brown was a legend. He was a Barry Sanders before Barry Sanders was known. I never got to see him actually play. I was 5 years old when he retired, so I didn't actually get to see him play, but I heard a lot about him through my father and my grandfather. They talked about the man tremendously. And there was a lot of good things about what they told me about Mr. Brown that, I still remember some of it, a lot of it actually. But, I just want to say, rest in peace, Mr. Brown. I appreciate what you did for not only football, but for your people and what you did for your family and others that you touched that came in contact with you through your lifespan. Rest well, my brother. Peace. Now, getting to these Eagles. They're doing the darn thing. There's so much that I missed that I'm just going to touch on certain bases as far as the training camp, the OTAs that's going on. To talk about the possible trade for linebacker Floyd and the other guy, Miles Jack. What I think about those things, what I think about the wide receiver position for us. Um, and I got a couple other things that I just want to touch bases on. But let me get down to the business about the Eagles training camp. Those guys are out there getting it in. Uh, Jalen Hurts throwing the ball to Smitty and AJ Brown. You got Dallas Goddard. He's out there getting in work, and Dallas Goddard is now working with AJ Brown and Smith after practice in Ward, trying to get some tips on the wide receiver side of things. He's already a good wide receiver to me, tight end / wide receiver. But he wants to get his breaks off the breaks and learn some other nuances that they can teach him to make his craft even much better. So, with him there, coming in, and then there we acquired the guy Darnold from the Jaguars, Dan Darnold. So that's going. He's more of I think a blocking tight end. But who knows if he's gonna make the team or not. I don't know. They signed him, so they must have a plan for him somewhere along the line. So he must be in good favor with them in regards to that. But what I'm trying to think of is the OTAs. We've seen Agent Jero, Mr. Swift, looking good, maneuvering, twisting, turning. Him and the Giant Killer, Boston Scott. I seen some footage on them today. Hitting, and not with pads. They're not in pads yet. They're not say hitting, cutting, and juving and jiving with their footwork and getting upper body and legs moving more so than anything. Jalen Hurts looked like Jalen Hurts. Greedy Williams, seen him. He looked okay. From I seen some inside stuff. I can't talk about that yet, but there's something else I'll bring back up probably tomorrow. I got some of that good information on Greedy Williams. But this Miles Jack thing, I think Miles Jack is a good prospect. I like him. I know he had a down year, sort of kind of last year with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and but he had 9.5 sacks. I think was it a couple like 10 or 10 or 15 quarterback hits. So I mean, he's around the quarterback. He liked to attack. So with that being said, if he liked to attack, then we got Reddick, we got Sweat, we got Graham, we got what you can say Dean. But these are all guys that's going to be putting pressure on the quarterback more so. And for me, with him, I like him if the price is right, because he can come in and give some good help out with Dean with more experience. Because now Dean he's the top dog in the linebacker room, as far as experience, I believe. No, but he doesn't have no real veteran presence in the locker room that he can absorb off. He got the kids Edmund that they brought in, another one Edmund that they brought in. He still has Graham there to get some stuff out of, which I'm quite sure he was doing. But losing T.J. Edwards was a big deal. So Dean's going to step in and do what he needs to do. Absolutely, he's going to step in and do what he needs to do. Before I go any further, if you haven't already, this is Bet on Yourself Media. My name is Eddie Mons. They call me Yep. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can get this content when it comes out. And hit me the like button. It doesn't cost nothing. Hit the like button. And back to the topic on hand. So, yeah. Now the wide receiver position. And they was talking today about Quez Watkins possibly being. This is just verbiage now. There's nothing like I can say that's solid and guarantee that this is going to happen. That Quez Watkins possibly trade to the Indianapolis Colts. For what? I don't know. What could they offer us? I'm thinking if anything, what they could offer us probably what I would accept for Quez I say a fifth rounder. I think he's worth a fifth rounder. Excuse me. He's worth a fifth rounder. But if it's me, I'm not trading Quez. I'm not trading Quez. Excuse me. And I'm not trading Quez. I'll give him another shot. If you can give Rhaegar the time y'all gave with him, and he was the number one pick, which I get why y'all did that. But I believe Quez Watkins just had a down year. These things happen in sports and in life. People have down days, bad days, same situation. Some people have bad years, some people have bad months. Some people have a bad couple of months. And Quez just happened to fall in that last year. But I believe in from my sense of a man that wants to be here with this organization, and I believe that he can turn this around. I have no doubt in my mind that Quez can't turn it around, given the opportunity. But it's not going to be easy. They're not going to just hand him the job. I mean, we got Z. I'm not even going to try to say his name. The kid from Atlanta. We got a Rambo. They just signed another guy, and another guy that they signed from Oklahoma was affiliated with Hurts when he was there. Both with Rambo and this guy. I can't remember his name either. But he's another wide receiver. They got the kid from Clemson. So there's a lot of guys out there. Now, they do get rid of Quez. You got Landry still out there. And Landry can come in, and he would be a perfect fit. He's a veteran. You know what I mean? But the price for Landry, are you willing to pay the price for Landry to have him on the team? I mean, he would be a good upgrade for that slot spot. He's proven. So, I mean, it's not a whole lot that, you got to, really, excuse me, that you got to really think about. He's proven. So, what you going to do? Do you want him or you don't want him? So, and that's all based on money, too. So, and, with AJ and AJ Brown and Smith, they're just tuning up. He had a press conference the other day, and he was talking about just staying in the moment, staying ready, being prepared, and just working on his craft, and that's what he's supposed to do. I believe Smitty's going to have a breakout year this year. I think I'm thinking really high on him, and I also heard who was it? Philly 500. Shout out to Philly 500 too. He was talking about Smith being in the top 5 receivers this year, possibly. And I can't say no. I can't say he can't. He got a great opportunity because now we got Goddard. We got you're gonna have Swift coming out the backfield. You got AJ, right? So these are other 4 people that they gotta have to pay attention to. You know what I mean? So somebody's gonna have the benefit of the doubt on every play for us. One of the receivers or the back is gonna have who do you try to stop? Who do you really try to stop with this here? This is what I want to know. Who do you really try to stop? You're gonna Swift out the backfield, uh, 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 Smith in the slot, AJ wide, and whoever else on the other side. That's if you want to go that way, that route. Or God, you got Goddard, or you can go double tight end. You know what I mean, so I mean, it's a lot that the other teams gonna have to look at and digest and think about if they really want to do that. If this is something that they want to do, because they're gonna have to adjust. Jalen's been from last year's footage that I watched the film. He was making throws last year that I don't think he would have made a year ago. I'm absolutely sure he wouldn't have made those throws a year ago, but he put in the work, and here's the results you get, and he's still working. And I want to say congratulations to him also for receiving his bachelor's degree. That's a big deal. The guy He signs a big contract. He stays, got his nose down to the grindstone, and he's going to school at the same time and sharpening his skills up at the same time. This guy, he's a perfect gentleman, a scholar, and he's a great person. From what I'm hearing from everybody around that been around him and has been in the locker room talking to him, and media outlets. He's the perfect person. He's the man that you want your daughter to marry. He's that type of guy, and I'm glad we have him. I'm grateful that we have him here in Philadelphia. He sets the standards for a lot of them young guys that's coming in, and maybe some of the older guys. It may have rubbed off on. I don't know. I'm quite sure it has, seeing the way this young man carries himself. But anyway, enough about Jalen. I wanted to also talk about the main thing for me this season, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I know it's still some things we need with the defense. Maybe a safety, a linebacker. Offense, if they want to do something, what you gonna get, a guard? I said a guard. Because Steen and Jurgens, they're gonna be battling out for that position. I believe Steen might get that nod over him. It depends on what he can grasp out the playbook and how offensive line coach feels his progression is through these OTAs and through training camp and preseason. From what I see from the film, I believe he can handle the load. This young man is ready, barring that he puts his mind to it and be mentally prepared, get mentally prepared. As long as being physically prepared, which that's going to be a given, but mentally prepared basically to learn the schemes and the twists and the turns that he's going to need to flourish on that offensive line on that side of the ball. So it's going to be a tough fight there. It's fights all over on this team, and it's a safety room is loaded back there. My favorite safety, and I liked this kid all along. I didn't think that he would fall back down to us that far, but I thought he probably went a lot higher than he did, and that's Sidney Brown. Sidney Brown, to my estimate, is going to be a starter for the Eagles this upcoming season. This guy has everything that it takes. He's smart. He's intelligent. He processes. And he had an interview when he first came to Philadelphia press conference, and it was to ask him about his preparation and what does he take in for his preparation. And he said the things, I can't go verbatim on what he said, but the things he said was as far as retaining what he has, and when the play is called, he doesn't have to think about it. It's automatic, and that's what you want. You got a guy his age thinking that way already, and the places that they can use him on the field at that, and the places that they can use him on the field at that. I think it was one of the college all-star, one of the bowls or something that he played in. And they said that at Illinois they had him in the box a lot, but when he went to that all-star / game that he played in, one of the college games that they had, they used him all over the place, showing that he could play all positions back there. So that's a great plus. That's a big plus for us. We might have to move him around a little bit, and we don't have to worry about losing or death. But then you got my big man. I'm not gonna steal your stuff there, LB. You call him Battleship, blank. Big LB. Shout out to LB over there. Blankenship. He call him Battleship. But yeah, that's gonna be awesome. A walk on. I mean, non-drafted walk on guy, Blankenship, along with Sidney. Now, them two back there, they both some thumpers now. Battleship will put the thump on you. And he got to get better in his coverage. But this being his second year, having a little bit more understanding of the system coming through this next training camp, I think that should help him out tremendously. And if he's doing what he's supposed to do, sucking up some knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the game from them veterans back there, he's going to be okay, you know? So, you know, I'm looking forward to that battle back there. You got Greedy Williams, like I said. You got the who else they brought in back there? I can't think of the other people that they brought in back there. But that's going to be a competition. My main concern with this team right now, as I sit, is the special team. We need to get a special team specialist for returning the ball. If we can cut down, if we can get somebody that can specialize in just receiving punts and kickoffs and get us good field position between the 20 and the 20, we good. If we can get somebody to get us good field position, we can score 40 points a game. Hands down. Hands down, if we get somebody that can get us the ball and get us at least 20 yards on each punt return from inside the 20 to the 35, 40 every time or thereabouts, that'll be crucial. That'll be very crucial and helpful for this offense when they get on the field. That would be something very, 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 very needy for this team. Sorry, excuse me. But anyway, that's one of my big pet peeves as far as with the team right now. And I think they need somebody that can punt, return, and kickoff return. We need that. And the other areas on special team too. You know, they got Clay down there, and Clay's got to he's got to up the ante this year with the special team because of that situation that happened to us in the Super Bowl with him. You know, that run back. You know, they don't talk about it much, but it was a big part of the field position that Kansas City got in the Super Bowl. You know, that was then. It's a new day now, so that's over with. We're moving forward. So yeah, but that's where I'm at with that. I would like to see them do something with the special teams and get us a punt returner. And I know we have Jacoby and then Allen back there right now. I don't know what Boston Scott role is going to be on the team this year. I'm thinking more likely he'll be on special teams. I think they'll go Gainwell, Penny, and Swift. But you know what I would do? I mean, don't hate the messenger. This may hurt a lot of Philadelphia Eagles fans. I'm a die-hard Eagles fan. I just want to throw this out there. What about if we go and grab Ezekiel Elliott? Now, hold on. Calm down. Bring him to Philly. And we just use him for the red zone. I mean, we just use him for the red zone. He had 12 touchdowns last year behind that line that he had in Dallas. So you figure if we could bring him here to Philadelphia, we ain't asking him to run the ball 15, 20 times a game. I mean, all we want to do is use him in the red zone. 20 to the end zone and down. Zeke can still get you at least a touchdown, 4 or 5 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns, maybe more than that. If you got 12 behind that line, and all we would need to use him is in the red zone. 20 to 20, we bring in Zeke. Now that something necessary comes up, and it's we got Penny. I mean, so that's what I'm just throwing that out there. What do you think about that suggestion? Bringing in Ezekiel Elliott, that would hurt Jerry Hart. That would pierce Jerry Hart if we bring in Zeke. We sign Zeke. Excuse me. Zeke gonna have a chip on his shoulder, especially when we play against Dallas because they let him go like that. He's only 28 years old. You know, I guess they still don't think he's the same. And then you still got Derrick Henry out here and Derrick Henry out there. He could be another possibility of doing the same thing. Red zone and running back. I mean, that's 2 guys to me that can help us in a big way. That's the same. I'm going on a concept of what we had when we had Blunt and the guy we got from Miami. I name right on the edge of my tongue. Y'all know who I'm talking about, the running back. We had them two, and then we had a kid from Jersey. So, that's what I'm looking at it like. I mean, if we do bring him in, then Boston Scott, if we do decide to bring either one of those two guys in, Henry or Elliott, and they the only two I would suggest to use for that type of system. That's what we had when we went to the Super Bowl last time. Those type of backs. And we have Swift to catch out the backfield, the cut and slash and back. We got Penny, downhill runner. I mean, we got Gainwell. You can line him up in the slot. He can catch out the backfield, and he can run the ball. So I mean, we have all that, but we need that big thumper. The big thumper. That's what we need. We need the big thumper when we get down to it. We need the big thumper to get them tough yards down inside the 20. And I think either Derrick Henry or Ezekiel Elliott will fit the bill just fine. Now, I can't remember this guy's name. I'm really bad at that. I've been trying to get a little better, but Philly 500 mentioned this guy the other day. I mean, I think he was he playing for the Titans? Baltimore Colts. It was the Baltimore Colts. I think he was a line defensive end, edge rusher too. He was talking about the Eagles should go after. I can't think of his name, so I'm not going to go on with the conversation about him. But if you want to know about it, go back and look at Philly 500's video from I think yesterday or the day before. He talked about the guy and gave his whole lineup and stacks and quarterback hits and so forth and so on the scale. Young man. He's a young guy from what he was saying, and I know the name. I just can't say the name, but I know the talent. I've seen him play. He's worthy. I wouldn't be mad if they brought somebody like him in. It won't hurt us. The more the merrier. You can't have enough. You can't have too much. You can't have too much. You can't have too much on defense. You can't have too much on offense either, but you can't have too much. If you could make the team play a role, willing to play the role, know his role, let's do it. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to be benefiting from this situation. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing with our organization. These guys right now at OTA don't have to be there like some people, some team players I know. What's his name for the Cowboys? Their linebacker, what's his name? Parsons. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he didn't want to he didn't want to trade with his team. He want to do private. He want to be private. He wanted to work out his private. He got things he want to work on privately. He said. And he's another one. He's a bandwagon. Now he's walking around wearing Boston Celtics jersey. He's a confused young man, man. He's a talented young man when it comes to football. As far as his he's all over the place. But to each his own. I'm not going to be too concerned about that. And one other thing I want to say, I'm trying to get a schedule where I could be on a regular basis at a certain time. And right now, I'm trying to figure some things out because I'm a grandfather and I have my grandson, granddaughter. So I try to figure out a time slot when I can come on at a reasonable time. I can get some people to come on and chat and go live and have some commentary that way. And I would also, in the future, like to just reach out to a couple of different content creators and just get together and put something together and just collaborate on different things and hear other people's ideas and what they think about certain situations, where the team's at, where they think they're going to go at, what we need, some of the needs we need, and just do something like that. It ain't got to be on a big scale. Just something, 2 or 3 guys, including myself. I say four would be perfect. But if anybody else wants to, once again, just leave me something down in the comment section on this here video, and we can make it happen. And I said, this is Bet on Yourself Media. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell so you can get this content when it is produced. And give me a thumbs up. It don't cost nothing. Hit that like button. But I like to see some more comments. If anything, I don't care if they're negative or not. Like I said, I'm new to this, but I'm true to this. Yep. I ain't got nothing but time. So, I'm willing to take a little bit of the, sauce. You know what I mean? They didn't build Rome in the day. So I don't plan on having this here magical dust or words or oil or water, whatever they use, think that you both have and become a YouTube sensation overnight. I know it's a grind. I know it's so I'm dug in. I got my wave boots on. I'm ready to go. So if anybody sees this here video, has any comments or questions or things that they think that possibly can further me down the road in a positive way, feel free to give your input. I'm open for it. So with that being said, I just wanted to say, thanks to everybody. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Be safe. Yep. God bless. Be safe. And y'all know the rest. This is just Howie's vision. I can't say the rest. You know it already. Peace.